I am joined by David, CEO and co-founder of Big Mama Hotels, coming to us from Berlin, Germany, right?
Actually, I'm in Leipzig right now. I'm today.
Okay. How are you, sir?
I'm fine, and you?
I'm okay. How have you been through the pandemic?
You know, it's been tough, obviously. Especially the first months have been very tough to adapt, to adjust. There are a lot of things we had to take care of for the regulations from the government. We had to take care of our employees. We had to give them advice. We had to show them a way how we are going to handle this thing. And yeah, but after we did this, after the first months, we had time for some new projects. We had time to adjust things at the hotel. So we used the time we had then.
So tell us about Big Mama Hotels. What's that look like?
Big Mama Hotels is a family-owned hotel brand. We have stylish, cool hotels in the city center of Berlin and Leipzig. Maybe more to come in the near future. We're gonna see. We offer rooms to backpacker, family guests, business guests, and leisure guests. So we have all together in one hotel, and that's actually the feeling we want to have here in the hotel. So everyone is welcome. Everyone should be at home here, and that's our main goal there.
So how have you had to change how you do business with that type of hotel?
You know, we are city hotels, obviously. So we have the lockdown got us pretty hard. The occupancy went down straight, and we thought, what can we do? How can we adjust? And we just said, we keep our guests informed. We when it comes to digitalization, we are pretty good. So we have a good CRM. We kept our guests informed that we are open, that we are still open. We were open the whole time, and we could host business guests, obviously, which we did. And for example, we got a big film crew in November and December in Leipzig. They booked the whole hotel. Then they went to Berlin in January. So of course, we had to adjust to when it comes to the rules, when they come from the government. That was a big part with our employees as well, of course. And you know, they're changing quickly, so we had to adapt quickly as well. But in the end, it just shows us that we can just adapt really quickly.
Do you have recurring guests a lot? I mean, are you a well-known brand and you have clientele that comes back?
I wouldn't say we are a well-known brand, but when our guests are here at the hotel, they like to come back. So they get the feeling, they get that we are not like a typical or like every other city hotel. He has kind of a feeling, and you need to experience it. You need to be here to experience it. And if you have, then you like to come back, of course.
Yeah. So in spite of the pandemic and those concerns, you feel like your guests are comfortable with your brand, and they're seeking you out. I mean, if they're going to go stay somewhere, they're going to come back.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
That's good. What's the story on the German restrictions right now? Like you're still locked down, right? Or do you know? Have they told you?
Actually, we are still in lockdown. Yeah, there are some regulations are being lifted right now, but the numbers are rising again. And yeah, actually, we are just waiting for harder restriction and for the next lockdown. And right now, obviously, there's light at the end of the tunnel. You can see it. It's very small. AstraZeneca just stopped, we're just stopped here in Germany. So we just have to see, actually.
Yeah, so it's going to be hard to know what kind of bookings this summer would bring.
Yeah, at the moment I'm just looking at 2 weeks period, to be honest. So yeah. And especially for the summer for city hotels, I guess obviously if you're allowed to travel, then our guests will more go to, or the German guests will more go to the countryside, to the seaside, and it's going to be difficult for city hotels. Yeah, in the summer.
Yeah, and your borders are still closed, right?
Yeah. Borders are still closed. You need to be tested. There's one, funny thing, because you're allowed to go to Mallorca right now, and you're allowed to come back from Mallorca, and no tests, but you're not allowed to go to, I don't know, Hamburg, for example, right now. It's a bit strange, to be honest.
Yeah. So I have to ask you about the name. So I'm from the deep South in the States, and it's a Big Mama is an affectionate name that you would give a matriarch of the family. We had a Big Mama in my family, my great grandmother, I think, and then you go along Alabama, Louisiana, it's a thing. So where'd your name come from?
Yeah, that's actually the story. So because my mom is the big mama of our family, so all the
Okay,
family is every time at her house we are sitting together. And when she opened the hotel, she said, "Yeah, actually that's the best name for the hotel because, like I said earlier, we have business guests, we have leisure guests, we have backpackers, we have families all coming together in one hotel, and that's Big Mama."
that's awesome. Love it. So, any advice for the hoteliers as we continue through this?
I mean, if you're still here at this point, then you have to stay strong. Obviously, the light at the tunnel is small, but it is there. Keep strong, talk to each other, and if you haven't, then prepare for digitalization. Choose what's best for you. You don't have to do everything, but choose what's best for you. It helps you a lot.
All right, David. Well, thank you for joining me.
No worries. Thank you.
You bet.